I recently came across research that is called Openness to Experience from Ecology to Culture. And basically, it's ask one simple question: why are some people naturally drawn to things that they do not understand? Some people are into traveling, some people are into different cultures, some people are open to listening to different religions, beliefs, to different people's opinions. Some people are open to trying new food, some people like volunteering. And all of this is one specific trait that is called openness to experience. And openness to experience combines basically two things: curiosity and tolerance to uncertainty. And I feel like curiosity is a bit easier to explain because curiosity is basically when you feel like a child again, when you ask questions. We're talking about being tolerant to uncertainty. It's something more interesting. Basically, being tolerant to feeling unsafe when trying new things. And living in the world when we're always stressed about work, we're always stressed about um, all those expectations that society have for us. We constantly live in stress, and it's really hard to explain to your brain that if something is uncertain, it doesn't mean that it's going to be unsafe for us. But when we constantly worrying about a lot of small things and maybe not that small, when we're constantly arguing with people around, when we feel like everything is against us and we feel unsafe living our routine life, it's really hard to be tolerant towards uncertainty. Also, it's very important to mention that people that are open minded, open to new experience, they are not fearless. They also can feel scared, but it doesn't stop them from moving towards something new and moving towards new experiences. Being open can sound more like passive. It's more like, I don't know, being able to accept new ideas when they already appear. But the researchers are talking more about something more active. It's more about being willing. It's more about willing to move towards something that you do not know. And the tendency changes according to the environment. Of course, if you feel constant stress, you're worried about a lot of things about uh, what you're gonna eat tomorrow, if you're gonna have your job tomorrow, if the world is still gonna be the same like it's today. And when you're anxious all the time, it's really hard to even think about trying something new. So, of course, it's much easier to be open minded and open to new experiences when your future feels way more stable, when all the resources are available, and when you basically have time to stop, reflect, and to think about something else except the problems that you have in your life. So curiosity in this case expands. Uh, People traveling more, people choosing new roads to go from home to work, people talking to new people. Uh, People are interested in new cultures, people are interested in different people with different age, different beliefs, different appearance. Mm, People can become more interested in art, in science, in there is so many things that you can basically be interested in, and it's really sad for me to understand that a lot of people live right now in such a stressful world, and they just even do not have time to reflect and think about being curious and trying new things, reconnecting with their creative selves. And It makes me really, really sad. And I've been there. And it's really hard to change this mindset. I don't know, change this life when you constantly feel chronic stress in your life and just hard to try something new, just hard to talk to new people, just hard to try new food. Anyone can have this trait that is called openness to experience, but and it's not fixed. It's not something fixed. You basically it changes uh, because of the world around you, and I guess talking from my experience, what helped me is just doing, just trying, just taking small steps towards something that you always wanted to do, but you always had some explanations for yourself why you cannot do this right now or why it's the wrong time and so on and so forth. So I guess what's the most important thing right now is just to find some small things and to show your brain that it's safe to have some small changes in your life, and then those changes can expand. So for example, if you always choose the same road to go from your house to a supermarket, try to choose longer paths, try to um, have one circle around your house. I don't know, just add some small changes. There's some neighbors that you never talk to, try to say hi to them. At least try to say hi, like, I'm your neighbor. And it's so strange that we never talk to each other, but I decided to just ask how you doing, something like this. I mean, maybe I'm not the best person who can give advice like this, because I'm so bad at networking and I'm so bad in starting small talks, but I'm still moving towards it. I'm still trying to change it, even though it's so hard and scary for me. But the more I do, the less scary it feels. So, yeah, doing small steps are really important. And what really helped me as well is coming back to creativity. And I guess that's why I started sharing my art. That's why I started creating more. That's why I started creating content. That's why I created new social media. That's why I trying to build creative community with my sister, because that's our focus basically, to unlock people's creativity and help them to unlock their imagination through absolutely different tools and ways. For example, recently we donated our imagination books to children's hospices across Scotland, and it means so much for me. So, so, so happy to know that we did something that can actually help people, families, children. Um, Honestly, I wanted to cry when I found out that they agreed to that. The main focus with my sister is to mm, show people that creativity is everywhere, basically everywhere, and it's really helped me. And I mean, I know what I'm talking about. I'm an immigrant, I'm a refugee, I'm basically moved to the UK because of the war in my country, in Ukraine, and I do not want to talk about this now because it's a very emotional and hard topic, even though I have a video about this on YouTube. But I know what I'm talking about because it helped me so much to come back to myself, to um, build myself again, if it makes sense. Because in the moments like this, people usually feel really lost, and it's very easy to lose yourself, to lose your identity. I guess this is it. This is everything that I wanted to say. So try to stay open, try to stay curious, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it a lot. Bye.